it's very important for everybody to be there in person, because I like to, my experience has been that a lot of things happen around the water cooler or the coffee pot in the break time. People will sit there and, you can have your meeting, but when you're casually meeting over at the snack bar or whatever, that's when a lot of the good things happen too. So, and speaking of which, we will have snacks and drinks there, and lunch will be provided for everybody. So just encourage everybody to be there in person if you can. If you can't be, just please be there on the Zoom. I think it's very important. Strategic planning is very important for the future of any organization, because you're going to set goals, and those goals next year you'll come back and they'll help you measure the success of what we've been trying to do. So, we can identify, the buzzwords for this type of stuff, the strengths and weaknesses. You can do that. We'll figure out what we do right and things where we need to improve, that sort of thing. So just encourage everybody to be there, bring your ideas, and let's figure out how to make this thing work.
Well, I want to second that. Thanks, Rick. Thank you. This is a very important meeting, and if you haven't signed up to participate either in person or via the Zoom, I strongly encourage you to do that, because this is as I said, this is a very important meeting. And if you recall from our June state call, I asked for feedback on how we can get ourselves motivated here in this state. And there are things that I've heard said that evening, and that I heard said after the meeting, where such things as we lack a compelling vision and mission, and we lack focus. So, folks, this is the point at which we start correcting that. And I really, really want to we won't get it all solved in this one meeting, I'm sure, but I definitely want to make a good start at correcting this and getting this state on track. So won't spend any more time on that right now, but we're going to devote, obviously, the whole meeting come this Saturday to finding answers, or at least get us on the right track finding answers to this. Anyone have any comment they would like to make about this upcoming meeting? Anybody have anything they want to add to it?
Dale, yeah, it's going to be masks and all that stuff, right?
Pardon me?
This is going to be, have to wear masks and all that?
No.
I don't know. I know we're going to try and do social distancing. I don't know that we'll require everyone to wear a mask. What do you think, Rick?
Well, I think we're supposed to wear masks, but we're going to set everything up to where you can social distance. We're not going to get real sticky about the mask thing. If you want to wear one, fine. If you don't, we're okay. But
so I don't have to worry about taking a mask.
We'll just do the social distancing thing, and that'll work.
Yeah.
But if anybody asks, we're wearing masks.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Dale, I have a quick comment on that, and that is, the meeting will start at 10 o'clock, but I would like to encourage everybody who can get there by 9:30 or thereabouts to get there early and have some chance to spend some more time getting acquainted with one another. A lot of the guys on this call tonight I've met only online, or maybe a time or two briefly face-to-face, but this is one of our best opportunities of the year for folks to get together and meet face-to-face and really get acquainted. So 9:30 if you can make it.
Yeah, I think that's a great point that I should have brought up too. Yeah, the doors, we're going to be there a little early, so the doors will be open at 9. If you want to get there at 9:30 to help set up or just socialize before the meeting, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Anybody else have anything real quick?
Yeah, this is Richard. How many of us are going to be in attendance? About a dozen or so?
That's how many I've heard from through email, but you know, not everybody sends an email back. But so right
is it
now
Rise and Roll donuts we need to bring, or are we bringing Dunkin' Donuts, or what are we doing here for the morning? I mean, I've got a Rise and Roll right by my house now on the way out, so you know.
If you'd like to bring something, fine. But I've already purchased a few snack things. I was going to bring some. I've got one of those assortment things, of bags of chips and some Little Debbie stuff like that. But if you got something like that you want to bring, sure.
All right, and I'm still going to bring that large banner like I stated earlier, because I just found out today from the post office that I will have that day off, so I will bring that large banner.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll try to have a sign out the driveway so everybody knows where to help everybody find the place. It's not hard to find for sure, but we'll hopefully have that banner out by the driveway and one behind the podium to make it look good on the video.
Okay. All right. Let's move on then. Next item, new leaders. We've got some new people that have applied to be volunteers. We've got some new state content writer applicant, social media warrior. But the main thing I wanted to do this evening was I wanted to recognize Victoria Mooring. And Vicki, you on? I know you were on earlier.
Yes, I'm here.
There she is. Okay. We're not going to get your. There she is. There she is. Okay, I can see you now. Victoria is our newest region captain, folks, and we wanted to bring her on this evening and congratulate her. She's taking over region captain duties in Region 3, where Gary was region captain. So we've already met with Victoria, and she's got all sorts of goals and objectives already set up, so she's going to really hit the ground running. Gary, do you have anything else that you want to say about Victoria?
Yes, Dale. Vicki's done a great job for as long as she's been a district captain, and has kind of distinguished herself by taking on projects and being active, meeting legislators, doing the things that a person we want a district captain to do, and kind of recognizing that she has real leadership ability, which she's shown throughout her career, that we have great expectations for what a great job she's going to do as a region captain.
All right, good. Well, Vicki, you got anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait to get going on it. I'm coming up with a lot of ideas for Saturday, so I think it's going to be a good meeting. I don't know who said they didn't think we had a vision. We've got our own vision statement. We've got to get past the COVID thing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, look forward to seeing you Saturday, Vicki, and once again, congratulations on being region captain.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, good. Thanks, Vicki. Okay, let's get into some of the tracking reports here now that we normally look at, and once again, we won't go into detail on these, but I'll be pinning these to the to our Slack team tomorrow on the general channel, so you can look at the details at your own time. But this is how we look at right now as far as districts in across our state, districts per region. We're at 20 district captains. That includes veteran captains as well as those in training. So we just we just kind of seem to hover around this number all the time, and we gotta find a way to get more district captains in place. There's just no doubt about that. But anyway, right now we're at about 20 district captains across the state. Okay, here's one I want to show you. That I'm very excited to see this one when Tim Heidenreich puts this report together for us every month. This is our grassroots growth tracking report. And I hope you can see my cursor, but I want to call your attention down here to the number of new supporters that have come in as of August 26th. And that number is 1,097. Now that's how many came in the past month. Now, folks, that's a very respectable number for us here in Indiana. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the virus, if it's the upcoming election, if it's the torment that's going on across our country. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on, and it's driving more and more people, I believe, to Convention Estates. I can remember last summer at this time, in June, July, August, normally vacation time. I can remember we had months like we had maybe 300 people join, 400, 500. And here we've had almost 1,100 people join in the past month. And I think, if I recall right, the July number was about the same. So something's going on. Once again, this will be pinned, so you'll be able to
Melba Kaiser.
To analyze this at your convenience. So, very good report, and that's, if you notice down at the lower left or lower right, my right, I guess, we're at almost 50,000, 49,657. So we're well on track to hit our target of 52,000. So good job, everybody.
Hey, Dale,
Okay.
the feedback I'm getting is mainly people are just pissed off, and they want some kind of resolution now. But mainly it's a frustration with the left and the COVID, the way that's being handled, and that sort of thing.
Oh, okay, good. Anyone else hearing things?
Thank you for choosing free.
That might give us some insight as to what's going on?
Hey, Dale, this is Gary Spielman.
Yeah.
I recently, beginning a couple weeks ago, went on vacation out in Sturgis, South Dakota.
No, really?
During the bike week out there. And I can tell you firsthand that there is nowhere else in the country you could have found more Trump supporters, more Trump memorabilia, more Trump flags. Those roughly, 250,000 bikers out there, and probably 90% of them were armed, and nobody got shot.
Gary, did they really have that many there?
Oh yeah, actually it was down this year. Usually they have probably close to 500,000.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah. But
I know
it was phenomenal, and I saw it back in 2018 too when I was there the last time. But I would definitely say it was more, and there was more Trump hats, more face paintings, every type of clothing you can think of, flags. It was absolutely amazing, and I don't know if it made the news, but I know Antifa showed up the very last day, late Saturday afternoon, after most of us went home, and they end up getting, before the mob attacked them, the police ended up escorting them out of town. But it was very patriotic. People from all over the country, all over the world, and it was a great experience. And they even had the Trump train there, you know, his campaign bus. I actually got to meet they actually had a COS booth there up on Main Street. I stopped and talked to the people that were running it and took some pictures. I shared it with Gary while I was out there, but it was a phenomenal experience. And I think, I like to think that the silent majority is out there and is just sick and tired of this crap.
Good. Thanks, Gary. That's good feedback. I did see, by the way, a clip on the news of how the Antifa group was greeted at Sturgis, and I think didn't was it on the Constitution training? Didn't Mark Meckler comment about the booth at Sturgis that didn't they get something like 1,500 petitions signed or something like that?
They got a lot of them. Several of my friends that I was out there with, they signed while they were out there. So it was definitely great exposure. Having the Trump train there, it was great. I got pictures of it, you know, in front of it. It was all good stuff.
Good. Thanks, Gary. That's good information. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we got to move on here. Next report's the training tracking report. I won't get into that here, but you can see it on. As I said, these are pinned. But we're moving these trainings along. We're focusing on this more and more. We got to get more people through the training and get it wrapped up. So that's coming along and moving along. The Mission Excellence Tracking Report, Gary, you might want to make some comments here, but this is looking better too. We've got more here in the month of August. It looks to me like more of our district captains were active in the month of August. Gary, do you want to make any comments on this?
Yeah, just a couple of quick comments. Recognizing people with outstanding achievement. If you just look at the points, you can kind of see who they are. Both George and Vicki have, a lot of points this month. That's great. I want to encourage you. I hope that each of you will take a look at the training tracking report. We added another item to that, and that is asking every district captain to complete the DC 100 course in COS University, to do that annually. And it's just a great reminder of what we want to be doing as district captains to build our district relationship with legislators and spreading the word. So I encourage you to take a look at that. It's not a big deal points-wise, a couple of points, but I would encourage everybody to try to complete that in the next couple of months.
All right. Thanks, Gary. Thanks. Yep, that's looking better. Thank you all of you that were active. Very good. Okay, legislative. Paul, you're up again.
Okay. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but COS University, this probably sounds like a broken record, but do your COS University courses. We'd like to see more completions of that. The other thing I want to spend a little more time on is district dashboard cleanup. So we've been talking about being prepared to do a call to action as soon as the email blast program is fixed. We're not sure when that's going to be, but we want to do a call to action based on the governor's executive orders. The call to action won't be about masks or lockdowns or does hydroxychloroquine work or any of those kind of issues. It will be about who decides. So the governor has been deciding for us, and we're going to kind of get behind this idea that the legislature should be called into session to give a voice to the people on a lot of these issues. And this is consistent with what Attorney General Hill has asked for. So to prepare for that, if you could do some district dashboard cleanup, that would be great. So just check your district dashboard, look for records that are incomplete, look for records that are missing the +4 on the zip code. That's a real critical piece of information because that's what ultimately determines the legislator that the person is assigned to, and we want to make sure those assignments are correct. And I posted a video in the general channel on Slack that explains how to add that zip +4. It's a pretty easy process, kind of some busy work where you can just, maybe take a half hour and just run through it and complete some of those. But if you watch the video, you'll get how to do that. And then also, anybody who is opted out of emails, if they're opted out and we do a call to action, they're not going to be included in it. They're not going to get the announcement of it. They're not going to be calling their legislators. So going through and identifying those people who are opted out of email and giving them a call, get them excited again, tell them what we're doing, what we're about, and ask if we can opt them back into email so we can get maximum impact when we do our call to action. And then finally, Patriot Academy. If you haven't, pardon me, please sign up for it. Dale, I know you have some ideas on that. I want to let you talk about your thoughts on it.
I've got some thoughts on this. We've gone through one training class, and we understand that there are 22 individuals here in our group here in Indiana that have signed up for these classes. I don't know how many of the 22 have signed up to be a coach. We're trying to find that out now. But what I want to see at some point in time here is how we want to handle this as far as our state is concerned. Do we want to, once all this training is completed, do we want to try and formulate some sort of statewide program on delivering this, or do we want to, does each individual just go on their own, or how do we want to handle this as a state? So hopefully maybe we'll have some time at our strategy meeting this Saturday to talk about this. So I also, two other quick things. Now Paul has mentioned call to action. I believe that's going to be another topic that we're going to talk about at the strategy meeting Saturday, and how we can incorporate that in part of what we do as a state more than what we've already done. So that I think is going to be another topic too. But I wanted to also tell you that this past few weeks, thanks to Melba Kaiser, district captain, and thanks to one of our supporters, Sandy Lyle, they put us in contact with the Indiana Bar Foundation, and this is the group that conducts the We the People program here in the state of Indiana. It's a national program, but this is the group that conducts the program here in the state of Indiana, and this is the program, you've probably heard me talk about this before, but this is the program that's in the grade school level, middle school level, and high school level. And they teach the Constitution. So I think we're going to get an opportunity, hopefully here, to to participate in this program. That's my objective, at least. We have a meeting, a Zoom meeting set up with them for September 10th. So I'm hoping to make some headway on this. But thanks to Melba and Sandy, we finally made contact with some key people in this organization. I've been trying to make contact for well over a year, and finally made some contact here. So we got some good programs going here, and this falls under education, which is a big part of our program. So I just want to make everyone aware of that. Does anyone have any questions or comments on this particular item, or anything that Paul mentioned? Okay. All right. Thanks, Paul. Okay, let's go to the comms team. Mr. Ken, are you there? Yeah. We can hear you and see you.
Hear me and see me. That's all we need to hear. I wanted to start tonight first by just saying congrats to Gary Spielman for attending Sturgis. That's a great accomplishment. And I was out there 3 years ago, but Dale wouldn't give me the time off this year, so Gary, you had to go by yourself. I'm sorry. But that is a perfect segue into our newsletter, because Gary, if you could shoot me a couple of those photos that you have, we'd like to probably use them in our upcoming newsletter. A little blurb about that. The newsletter, yeah. Susan and I, well, I think we've both gone through at least a couple of bottles of Tylenol and a few other types of sedatives to try and keep this newsletter pumped out with all that's gone on with our email. But we have kind of ironed out the process, and it seems to be working pretty well at this point. So hopefully coming up here for September, we'll be able to actually hit the month newsletter that we intended to hit, rather than make our July and August. So the newsletter's coming along. I think everybody kind of enjoyed this past one, and we're looking to keep that going. And so Gary, if you get a chance to shoot me a couple of those photos, that would be greatly appreciated.
Sure, not a problem.
Next on our list is we wanted to talk a little bit about the social media warriors. And I will say that our newsletter did produce 2 volunteers that shot me an email and wanted to be a part of our social media warrior area. And so we're trying to, I've been able to get one at this point who, she's a little bit, her name is Michelle CMAC, I think, and Kurt King were 2 that responded to that newsletter. We're still working to try and get them to get the application, our volunteer application signed, so we can get them hooked in with Garrett. And we also had one that was in touch with George recently, Jesse Porter. He's 75 years old and has suffered a stroke, so he's in a wheelchair, but wants to participate. And and then when I talked to George, we had him all ready to go, and just waiting now to get get everything finalized so I can get him over to Garrett to get him signed into the COS squad. So, we made some headway with a newsletter and with our social media warriors, and hopefully that'll continue to grow. The last thing I have, in talking with Garrett and trying to straighten out the newsletter and get that all taken care of, he had mentioned to me that he was.
Is this the Ken?
Yeah.
Is this the video feature that you said was going to be a surprise tonight?
Yeah, this is the surprise even to Dale.
Okay.
I'm working on a video feature, which I believe will be used by National if everything goes well. The suggestion from Garrett was that we wanted to do a feature on a naturalized citizen talking about the Constitution. And we happen to have one of those amongst our group. You've heard her name a couple of times tonight. Melba has graciously accepted my invitation to video her story, and we're actually going to do it at the strategy meeting this week. We're going to go ahead and film her there at the strategy meeting and get that done. And hopefully, if everything works out well, it'll be used by national, and of course, we'll promote it here in the state. So
excellent.
That's all I have.
Well, that's a very pleasant surprise. I was kind of leery as to what you were going to, try and pull off here, but
we'll find that pay raise there, and we'll keep.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it. But
I know. I got to get you some help.
Now, I added another little thing on Ken's slide here, and that's the YouTube channel greeting. I recorded a new greeting on our YouTube channel, so when new people come to our YouTube channel, they'll see a little more up-to-date person there and me greeting them. So Ken helped piece that together for us over the past.
We actually added hair for you, Dale, wasn't that the video clip we took? We added hair.
No, you said you couldn't add any hair.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
No, yeah, you didn't help. Didn't help me at all. Didn't help me at all. All right, Guy. Thank you very much. Thank you. One other thing that I like to talk about in this particular segment is how we're coming on COS Indiana Live, and we are coming along very well, I might mention. Again, that's every Monday evening at 7 o'clock. Last Monday, we had a real good interview with Jenny Rapini, and had a good broadcast with her. Now, I want to just mention to you some upcoming broadcasts and who we have lined up as guests. This coming Monday, we have a gentleman from a group here in Indiana called Indiana Policy Review. And we'll have him kind of explain a little bit of what that's all about. But they have a program that's called Footholds, and this is a mentoring program for anyone looking to run for elected office here in Indiana. And they seem to focus a great deal on city councils. Okay, so I'm going to have him talk about this program, and they love Convention of States, and obviously they see Convention of States, individuals in Convention of States as prime candidates if anyone's interested in running for office, conservative, small government type values. They would be very interested in helping you in your in seeking elected office. So I don't know if we have anyone in our organization that has an interest in that, but this could be a good program if you're interested in running for elected office. So I got him coming up this next Monday. Then in September, we've got we're going to take off on Labor Day. We're not going to have a broadcast on Labor Day, but we got Mike Ruthenberg, our Executive Vice President for Convention of States, lined up for September 21st. And then Debbie Stewart will come back on September 28th for another chapter on constitutional literacy. So got a good September lined up. We'll be working now on lining up some guests for October. Anyone have any questions on anything that Ken covered or anything that I've talked about here? Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to mention again that our prayer contact, and this is Tim Heidenreich. Anybody that has any special requests for prayer, once again, contact Tim and put your request in. Always want to try and mention that to everyone. All right, let's go around the horn here. I also want to mention to you now our September State Call will be September 23rd, and hopefully that's the fourth Wednesday of the month. So let me get the attendee list up here. If I can, there we go. There we go. And I want to give anyone that hasn't had a chance to say anything tonight, this is an opportunity for you to say something if you would like to. So, Larry Hudson, are your audio up now? Larry, you got anything you want to say? Let's see if I can. Larry, you there? Well, not getting Larry. Okay. Next, Rick, you're still on. Is Susan coming with you this Saturday?
She's going to be joining by Zoom.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, good. I wanted to make sure she was involved in this.
Yeah, she's going to be watching on Zoom.
All right. Thanks. I see we got Vicki Fisher on tonight. Vicki, you there? Hey, Vicki. I say, am I not unmuting people here? Vicki Fisher, are you on? I see you're unmuted, Vicki. I don't hear you, though. All right, let's move on here. Ed Paraguay, how about you? Yo, Vicki?
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you,
I never have problems with this. I don't understand. Well, I do have a question.
Okay.
When you talk to the people from policy review, the foothold thing that you're talking about?
Yes.
Does anybody here know if the city county council makes a rule if it can be undone by people that come on board after they've made a bad rule? Sort of like when Congress does and the next group gets in, you know, they kind of undo what the guys did before them.
You know, I don't know, but that would certainly be a good question to pose to him. I don't know if that varies from one council to another council, community to community. I don't know how that works, but we can certainly ask him that question.
Yeah, there's so many things going on. I've been listening to the governor, and they're talking about no bail rules.
Oh, really?
Which are very destructive. Our government went and talked to New York, or had New York City come, like they're doing such a great job, right? And so
right.
They're here and decided to tell us, you know, give us what to do, and they're actually thinking about it. And it's really disturbing.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything else, Vicki?
No, thank you. I'll see you Saturday.
Good. Good. Look forward to meeting you. Okay, Jerry Rowe. We got some audio. Okay, I think it was Larry Hudson. Okay, Ed Paraguay.
Hello, everyone. I intend to be in Anderson on Saturday. Gary Harbaugh and Vicki Morning and I are going to drive down together. I did watch the first installment of Constitutional Live, the last hour of it. It was a very exciting presentation. I intend to see the part I missed before. Part 2 is broadcast next Monday. The enthusiasm, even though it's a televised-like thing, is palpable. It really comes through, and I recommend it to anybody who hasn't had a chance to sign up. That's all I have tonight.
All right. Thanks, Ed. Thanks. Okay. Jerry Rowe, can you get on? You want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm actually out picking garden tonight. And so I've picked 3 watermelons, 6 cantaloupe, about 17 gallons, maybe like 5-gallon buckets of tomatoes, and squash and beans and more. I was thinking about bringing a watermelon Saturday.
Hey, that sounds good.
I got plenty.
That sounds good.
So, yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, not anything of any significance, I guess, that way. So.
All right. All right. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Melba.
Hello?
Melba, yeah, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, for a minute there I couldn't hear you. Sorry, I just wanted to ask a question. Since we're going to be in Anderson, can somebody who has not gone through DC training, who has not completed it, can they attend the meeting, or at least part of it?
They're in training, but they haven't completed the training?
I'm specifically thinking of Jimikai Colvin, who happens to live in Anderson.
Oh, okay.
The fellow I'm mentoring, yeah.
Yeah. Is that yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Very good. Thank you.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a collection of ice there somewhere for watermelons?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on bringing ice, but I can put that on the list. We can get it locally, I guess.
Like some ice in a refrigerator or something. I don't know. I have never been in this building, so don't know what's there.
I don't know that we have a refrigerator there, but if you can bring a cooler, maybe you can get some ice at the gas station or something.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, I think. Anybody else have anything they want to say or contribute? Okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining in tonight. Look forward to really looking forward to this Saturday, and really hoping for us to make some progress this Saturday. And I just want to once again take the opportunity to thank everyone for their job, for the job that they're doing, and to continue on, because we are moving along, and hopefully, man, we get this election and this virus behind us, and hopefully things will get back on track. So look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday, and once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So have a good evening, everyone. Good night.